Alright, we are back with some more Higurashi. Last time, new Satoko lore. Satoko's thoughts are looking nice and fresh, but we're continuing with this dead Rika Gambit. Let's see how it plays out.
今のは誰からです？
今度はうちの所長っすよ。だんだんと手強くなってきましたね。けど、俺の敵じゃないっすよ。
Let's go. Kumadai holding down the fort. You love to see it.
覚悟を決めた男の力ってやつを見せてやりますって。それにしても、所長が今日所長会のゴルフで良かったですね。直接来られたら少々うるさかったでしょうし。
ゴルフ場から電話とは仕事してんだかしてないんだか。大高君め、所長と一緒に乗り込みたかったろうに。今頃悔しがってるぞ。
Wonder if they're gonna have a little face-off like last time.
間接攻撃でダメなら次は直接攻撃ですかね。乗り込んできますか、大高のやつ。
所長が捕
You
ま
did
らないん
last
じゃ
time.
自分で乗り込むしかないと踏むでしょう。もうじき8時半か。下の窓口が開く頃だ。
Morning had finally arrived. The course of the cicadas had begun. That familiar sound would make one think it was just another day. But it was hardly going to be normal. Oishi and the company were already grazing the tip of a huge conspiracy theory.
大高君の性分だと多分堂々と胸を
Conspiracy.
張っ
No
て正
theory
面からやっ
involved.
てくるでしょう。
自分だけが正義だと思ってるやつにありがちっすね。
よし、水際撃退と行きましょうかね。クマちゃんは取調室を頼みます。例の現像は終わりましたか？
もう少し。あ、今来たっす。こっちこっち。
The front desk would be opening soon. The clerks were inside the counter area just waiting for the opening chime to ring out. Did he have to get involved with those detestable bastards this early in the morning? He wished they were at least big-breasted young ladies. I mean, don't we all? I wish he had a critical role to play. If they managed to take Shion Tsunezaki to the prefectural police headquarters, it would be a heavy blow to her future, even if she didn't say anything. Plus, Rika Furude's whereabouts and the uncertain nature of her life or death were key elements of this operation. If they could keep the enemy busy for just a minute, just a second, then Atasaka's team could grab hold of their slightly protruding tail. But if the enemy were able to learn that Rika is still alive before they're able to grab hold of that tail, the enemy would be able to reassemble their plans. It would restore the credibility of the Alphabet Project, and the enemies on the verge of abandoning their operation would come back with a perfectly executed plan. It seemed that Rika Furude was able to overcome this conspiracy with miraculous intuition, but it's both a miracle and a kamikaze attack. A miracle is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If you expect one to happen, you're doomed to failure, so there won't be a next time. If they can't defeat the enemy here, they'll never win. It would deal serious damage to them internally, but ultimately a draw would only lead to victory for the enemy. We have to expose the enemy by any means necessary, then have Akasaka deal a heavy blow with his own hands to take down our enemy. No matter how things play out, this incident could never become public knowledge, but there are people who can't be saved unless we devote ourselves to it right here and now. The way things are now, this ostensibly a violation of duties, but this is exactly the sort of situation where a detective's soul burns brightest. That's right. Didn't my mentor knock me down and tell me that on the day back when I was young? Someone who, despite the hot weather, was wearing a suit came in through an automatic sliding door. It's your boy, Utaka. It's been a while since we've seen that dude. He had two of his colleagues with him. He was showing off his authority like he always did.
Yo! おはようございます。
Yo!
大高君。
The double O's meet.
これはおはようございま
The
す。
double
大
O
石さん
face off. Do you deserve the extra O in your name? We'll see today.
それから私のことはくんと呼ばないでください。もうあなたにくんで呼ばれるような立場ではありません。
I'm important now.
まあまあそんなこと言わずにおたかくん、同じ宅で麻雀を打ったよしみじゃないですか。
Utata seemed disgusted to hear that. He used to boast about being a good mahjong player, but Oishi once beat him badly in front of many people, which hurt his pride.
あなたとゆっくり休校を温めた
It's
い
his
ところ
own
です
fault,
が、
bro. Should have just played better.
今日は急ぎの用事がありますので失礼させていただきます。
あんたが交流剣道大会で症状の筆行委託を忘れて泣きついてきた時、助けてあげたでしょ。こっそりステージ裏で書いてあげたから
You owe me, bro.
無事表彰式ができたんじゃないの。
その件については感謝していますが今は関係ないことです。
Oishi really got this guy pegged.
ありゃあ、感謝してくれてましたの？なははは、そりゃ失礼。そういう話はとんと聞いたことがなかったもので、県警では私が書きたいとわがまま言ったから執行委託を断ってわざわざ書かせてやったんだって話で通ってましたよ。
Damn, that's slimy.
症状の文字があまりうまくないので、どういうことなんだと本部長に聞かれて以来のあなたの言い訳のはずですが。
さあどうなんでしょう
That's
ね。
slimy as fuck.
誰かが誤解してるんじゃないですか。
Surely.
私はそんなこと言ってませんよ。
At the very least, I never said such a thing. Question mark? LOL.
県警本部はあなたの島だろうが、あいにくここは沖宮署でね。
You ain't in Kansas anymore.
あんたの思い通りにゃそうそうならんってことです。
ほう。それはどういう意味ですか、大石さん。
I do like Utata's voice, though. Very intimidating.
あんたがここへ何しに来たか知らんが、あんたの島。
Yeah,
奥屋
get. Of course he's from Godura, bro. You all know what I think about Godura. Get back to Godura.
沖宮じゃない。
Nobody likes Godurans here.
おとなしく引き上げてもらいましょう。
何の権限があってだね。
そちらこそ何の権限があってですかな。
True.
県警本部で現在捜査中のある秘匿捜査事件についてだ。その件に関連があると思われる重要参考人がこちらにいると聞いてね。
んなら電話でお問い合わせを。沖宮はね、貧乏人の町ですから。
Bimbo. Sounds like bimbo.
オーダーのスーツなんか着てるボンボンの来るところじゃないってことです。
なるほど。しかし所長から被疑者を県警本部に引き渡すよう命令が来ているはずです。
あなたエリートなのに、一罪一逮捕一拘留の原則を知らないんですか。被疑者は公務執行妨害で逮捕令状を発行し、それに基づいて取り調べを行っています。
I mean, they have jurisdiction, right?
起訴するまで48時間以内は所轄に拘留する権限があるんですよ。
ならさっさと起訴して送検してください。
いやー、そうしたいところですが、今回の被疑者ものすごく口が固いやつでして、目標を貫いてなかなか自供してくれないんですよ。
It's digital tech.
ね。
ならその取り調べに我々も立ち会わせてもらおう。
Why?
Yeah, this-
Yeah, we don't need to do this. Just say no.
はあ？
You don't got no power here.
私は県警本部の秘匿事件担当として。
Yeah, request denied. It's not an order, it's a request.
それが本当なら、私はあんたの刑事魂を疑わない。
but I am.
刑事魂は高潔だ。そりゃあお給料がもらえなかったらこんな商売誰だってやりゃしないです。ですがね、それだけじゃ測れない魂がなきゃ刑事は務められない。
Fuck him up, Oishi.
あんたにその魂があるってんなら私はここを譲りますよ。
The look in Oishi's eyes made clear the anger that was roiling within him. As he looked in those eyes, Utada recalled all kinds of frightening memories. Utada didn't want Oishi to sense his fear, but he couldn't prevent himself from loudly swallowing.
ならそこを譲ってもらい
Bro
ましょう。
is PTSD.
私も刑事魂でここに来ています。そこをどいてください。
なら私をその刑事
Oh,
魂
shit.
としてどかしてみなさい。
Fists up, buddy. We're brawling.
ほれ、
なんですって？
あんたの刑事魂が私の刑事魂に負けないくらいに重いものなら私なんか簡単にどかせちゃうはずですよ。ほれ、
I mean, this is kind of psycho. If you're just a normal police officer watching it, like, what is Oishi doing, man?
試
This
し
is
て
crazy. Oishi was obviously saying that he had no intention of letting Utada through. How could he do this? Utada was confused. Utada was an elite policeman at the prefectural police headquarters. He believed academic background and performance records were enough to earn trust. I mean, if the bro just hates you, then he hates you. It doesn't matter how much athletes you have, right? Probably, like, in a general sense, he's right, but you need to have a good personality. He has been working hard under that belief, but Oishi doesn't acknowledge that, and he doesn't even respect him. He is a scumbag, says the guy working for a shady organization, undermining the police. He was the worst type of person, one who tried to establish their meaning and purpose only through rough means, refusing to acknowledge everything about their superiors in order to protect their own pride, as uncivilized people often did. Utada had been thinking ever since they were together. Why did people trust in someone like Oishi? Why did people respect someone like him? Why did people appreciate someone like Oishi more than they did Utada?
あんたに取り調べの決定権はないはずだ。警部より下の人間に容疑者を拘留できるとでも思っているのか。
なあ、それならうちの三田警部に交渉。彼に今回の取り調べの許可をいただいておりますので。と言っても今別件の捜査に出ていますけどね。
ならさっさと呼び戻せ。
呼び戻せだ。言っときますけど、彼は気弱だが、信念は
We are not moving an inch, buddy. We are not playing ball.
同じ警部なのにあんたとえらい違いでね。簡単に脅しに乗ると思ったら大間違いですよ。
どきたまえ。
No.
今すぐどかなければ捜査妨害で君を告発することもできるんだぞ。
ほう、それはどんな捜査ですかな。話してくれりゃ協力もしますよ。
だから君もわからない人だな。
We don't care, bozo.
秘匿捜査だから君ごとき田舎署の刑事には話せんのだ。
なるほど。全部話せないなら一部でもいい。あんたその仕事に何を背負ってますか。
背負う？何を言ってるんだ。
私はね、背負ってますよ。
And we're not talking about my suspenders.
私の後ろには村の住民の命運2000人分があります。あんたを通せば2000人、いやそのご親戚やご家族も含めればもっともっと大勢の人が悲しむことになる。
It's a little more than that. They'd be dead. I mean, I guess they'd be sad that they died, but yeah, they'd be dead.
あんた、分かって
I wonder if he
ますよね。
knows those fine details.
何の話かさっぱり
I
だ。
don't. I don't think Utata's that important to know that.
腹を割ってやる。あんたの飼い主は恐ろしいことを企んでいる。あんたはそこまで想像がついちゃいないだろうが、何千人もの人が不幸になる恐ろしい陰謀を企んでいるんだ。そいつがくじかれる瀬戸際だってんで、多分家に帰ってくつろいでいたあんたを呼び出してすぐに調べろと命じたんだ。いくらの小遣いで頼まれてるかは知らんが、それがあんたの刑事魂より重いってんなら。
Oishi stopped taunting there, but his eyes continued to speak after that. Depending on his response, this could result in use of force or violent disciplinary action. This man was enough of an outlaw to do it.
何を言っているのかさっぱりわからないですよ。とにかくそこを通してください。
Or brawling.
おう、またんかい。話はまだ終わってませんよ。
As Utata tried to walk by, Oishi grabbed him by the arm. Utata tried to make him let go, but Oishi was just too strong. Bro is useless.
話してください、おいさん。
Pretty sure last time he kind of put up a fight, but then Oishi just dropped him.
ありゃ、大して力を入れてるつもりはないんですがね。あんたに真の刑事魂があったなら、こんなのには屈しない。私なんかあっさり打ち倒して踏み越えていくでしょう。だが、あんたこの程度の腕も剥がせない。なんでかわかりますか？
You're weak.
話せ。
Bro needs to hit the gym.
てめえには刑事魂がないからだよ。
And you're physically weak. Oishi let go of his shoulder, and Utata tumbled onto the floor, sliding for more than 2 meters. Jesus.
これは捜査妨害だ。公務執行妨害、いや傷害の現行犯だぞ。緊急逮捕しろ。
Utata ordered his 2 colleagues around, but they didn't know what to do. Oishi was also a policeman, and obviously there's something more going on between them. Besides, they could sense one thing. Their instincts were telling them that Oishi was far stronger than them. They were no match at all. Bro, they missed Spirit Day, man. Gotta work out your police spirit.
どうしましたか、大石さん。
We got some boys. Some officers were gathering in the lobby. They all looked puzzled.
いえいえ。県警の青二歳が筋の通らんことを言い出したもので、ちょいと先輩として指導したまでです。
The officers alternatively looked between Oishi and Utata. They knew something was going on, but they didn't know the circumstances, so they didn't know which one to stop. Oishi was respected by the policemen of Otonomiya Station. Everyone respected him. If Oishi said that Utata was being selfish, then he must be at fault. Well, you probably, as policemen, you should probably investigate the matter, but, this works for us, so I'm happy with it. Oishi was generally seen as sensible. All of them thought that Oishi would only do this in a public place like the lobby if it was something major. Utata was feeling humiliated to get such attention. He stood up calmly, hiding his humiliation with anger.
なるほど。
You ain't
あなたの言い分がわかりました。
sit.
私も子供の使いでここに来ているわけじゃない。
いい根性です。胸を貸しますよ。分かってこいよ、二歳が。
Oh shit, the battle music. I like that war cry.
甘いわ。そんなもんか。
Your normal spirit's not enough to match Oishi's police spirit.
お前の刑事魂はそんなもんか。
It's his greed spirit for the money.
俺はひなみ沢2000人を背負ってる。諸葛管内2000人の命を預かってる。 ならば2000人を押しのける気迫で今回
It was like watching a match between a sumo wrestler and a small child. No matter how many times he tried to tackle Oishi, he simply crumpled against him. Oishi stood firm as if his feet were rooted to the earth. By the third time Utada tumbled to the floor, he finally realized that he had been provoked. He caught his breath and fixed his hair.
どうやら熱くなりすぎてしまったようです。まあ、あなたのような乱暴者をまともな手段で説得しようと思ったのが
Cope,
そも
cope,
そもの
cope.
間違いでしたね。
He's coping after he couldn't win.
一応こちらも今までのよしみを含めあなたの顔を立てるつもりでいたんですが。
Our friendship, alright, dude. Yeah, I don't think he considers you a friend. Seem kind of like an asshole.
ありゃりゃそうだったんですか
It's not great. He's trying to negotiate when he has zero leverage right now.
私そんなこと全く気づきもしませんでしたよ
Enter button?
いやいやそれにしても驚きだあなたが恩を感じていたなんておりゃ明日は大雪ですかね
だがたとえあなたがどんなに無茶を通そうとも警察官として禄をはむ限り警察の規律と上の命令には逆らえないはず
Watch me.
私は刑事部長の依頼を受けてここにやってきたのです。その意味わかりますよね。
確かに刑事部長さんからの上位下脱ならば我々ペイペイの平刑事はおとなしく聞くしかありません
Holy. It doesn't stop the beatdown, both verbal and
あるん
physical.
ですか
Wrap it up,
刑
buddy.
事部長さんの代
Wrap
理
it
でや
up.
ってきたっていう証拠が
That's actually needed. You can't just take it from word of mouth.
もちろんです。さあ、よく読んでください。
Okay, he brought something. Utada pulled a piece of paper out of his pocket as he said that, then spread it out and arrogantly held it up to Oishi. He was glad to have brought it up with the department chief as a precaution. Smart, to be honest. Utada quietly muttered that to himself, then confidently laughed. Imagine if Oishi just rips it up and he's like, "What paper?" And everyone's like, "What paper? We didn't see a paper." That'd be really funny. The department chief was an upperclassman who attended the same college as him, so he was an enthusiastic supporter. Though he was a deputy chief inspector, that gave him a lot of power he could wield with the chief's backing in Goldra. However, Utada had his pride to worry about, so he only wanted to use this insurance policy in a worst-case scenario. Although this sort of imperial standard is more effective against senseless foes like this, as long as he came prepared, he had nothing to worry about.
なるほどあなたの捜査に最優先で協力するよう刑事部長さんのハンコ入りで書かれてありますむむむ
Rip it up, man. Watch it.
あなた
Throw it
に
out the
逆
window.
らうわけには参りませんね
分かってくださればそれでいいんです。さあ、私を園崎シオンのところまで案内してください。そして護送の準備を。後の取り調べはゴグラの方で取り行わせていただきま。
ならば、こっちはさらに上ですね。
Tomoe? Oh shit. Big T just dropped down.
おい
It's
さ
been a bit. Let's go.
え
Fear Tomoe. Even Oishi didn't know she was coming. Actual Tomoe jump scare hitting us with the Takano theme music. You know it's crazy. A woman dressed in a suit came walking over from behind Utada and in a stuttering Gaia. Gaia. What is that? What's a gate? I've never. Gat?
Gate.
Gate. A person manner of walking. Okay, a stuttering walk. Well, she was pretending to keep calm while racking his brain, thinking of a way out. But he had a huge smile on his face as soon as he saw her, realizing he had already won. Yep, it's already over, man. Tomoe's our lucky dog.
ともいちゃん待っていました待っていましたナイスタイミングですよ
だから大石さん、職務中くらいそのともえちゃんはやめてくださいって言ったじゃないですか。まったく怪我人をこんなところに呼び出して。
Not bad, but it's kind of important.
いやいやいやいやすみませんね本当にお怪我の具合はいかがですか
見ればわかるでしょ。急に電話してきて一方的にとんでもない頼み事してくるんだから。後でちゃんとお返ししてもらいますからね。
なんだね君は。今大事な話をしているところだ。後にしたまえ。
I don't know if you want to direct anger to Tomoe. His spirit dampened. Utata sullenly raised his hand to drive Tomoe away. She furrowed her eyebrows for a moment at his pompous attitude, but quickly shed the expression and raised her hand into a salute.
警察庁広報室の報道係長を務めております警部の南井と申します。
Pretty sure this trumps your position, buddy.
よろしくお見知りおきを。
警察庁？広報の人間が一体何の用だ？
Maybe.
ここはテレビ局じゃないぞ。
Maybe not.
ええ、理解しております。それくらいは。大石刑事、警察庁長官官房より通達を申し上げます。現在あなたが担当中の事件被疑者は
Oh
現時点をもっ
shit.
て
They're
広
yoinking
域捜
Shion
査
for
の重要参考人
themselves.
となりました。
That's actually a good play. Because, like, if a more important group wants Shion for a more important investigation, then what can they really do about it?
よって彼女の身柄は警察庁の管轄下に置かれます。
Should have killed her when they had the chance. She's stabbing Tokyo even more.
以後速やかに捜査資料の引き継ぎ等の作業に取り掛かっていただきますようよろしくお願いします。
何？
なお、現在経過中の勾留期間は本日9時をもって破棄とし、以後は本事件の捜査本部がある愛知県警本部に身柄を移していただきます。
The yoinkers got yoinked. It is justice.
この通達は警察庁長官官房長の承認にて発行されたものです。大石刑事、異存はございませんか？
警察庁のお偉いさんのご命令とあれば致し方ありませんね。
Utata's crying.
非常に残念ですがおとなしく従うことにいたしますよ。
ちょっと待て。被疑者の移送命令はこちらが先だ。
Hierarchy.
こちらが先です。
Unlucky, dude.
あなたの命令書は本通達によって同時に破棄扱いとなりました。どうか警察の規律と上の命令に従っていただけますよう。
Damn.
要するにとっとと尻尾巻いて帰れってんだよ、このヘタレ当変木。
Jeez. Fucking roasted.
これ以上ガタガタ抜かすつもりならあんたの部長と一緒に札庁から召喚かけて左門の場で白黒つけてやんぞ。あ
Yeah, I don't think his department chief would like that a lot. I think it's time to retreat, Utata. You did well, but when Tomoe showed up, it was already GG. You can't 2v1. You barely 1v1. Utata let out a sharp cry that you couldn't imagine from a man of his stature. He wore a terrified expression, like his innards had been completely devoured as he made his way out of the facility. After watching him head out, Tomoe coughed and her face turned red. Then she bowed her head and said, "My apologies." Yeah, it was a little intense
切れ
there.
ちゃって。
Didn't need to roast him that hard.
ああいうやつほんとダメなんで。すみません。
いえいえ、なんのなんの。おかげで私、自分でぶん殴りよりもスーッとしましたよ。こっちこそすみませんね、無茶言ってしまって。怪我、本当に大丈夫ですか？
大丈夫ですよ。まだまだ大石さんにはお返ししなきゃいけない恩がたくさんあるんですから。これくらいのことはぜひ頼ってください。
Tomoe cheerfully smiled as she said that. Given the timing, it wasn't just an unreasonable request, it was absolutely insane. He would have been deeply appreciative even if she just hadn't delivered this notice until much later in this evening. But the fact that she delivered it so early in the morning meant she rushed to take care of it overnight. He was truly grateful for her taking the trouble to do this. Plus, Oishi was seriously at his wit's end when he received that order from the department chief. He thought at best it would have come from a mere section chief. Yeah, so he was actually pushed into a corner. Good timing. Without her, they definitely would have taken Shion Tsunezaki away from him.
あと、例の焼死体の鑑識結果と関連の資料を
Nice.
大石さん宛てにファックスと郵送両方で送ってあります。それで実は私の部下の一人が遺体が高野美代本人ではないという有力な手がかりを見つけてくれました。
ほう、それは？
鑑識の歯の治療跡ですよ。
There you go.
確かに数ヶ月前被害者は歯の治療を行っていて、その歯科には彼女のカルテがあってそれと合致しています。ただ受付の看護師の一人に写真を見せて確かめたところ、高野と名乗った人物とは違っていたそうです。
なんと、それはどういうこと
They
ですか？
faked it.
保険証を使った簡単なトリックですよ。あれには写真がありませんから、本人だと名乗ってみせれば問
It's
題な
actually a
く使
pretty
用ができる。
good way of like making a false one.
そして高野本人として治療を行った人物を
That's some good prep. You need a lot of prep time for that, but that's good.
なるほど。
In which case, her alibi of already being dead completely fell apart. So depending on the results from the old man and forensics, they should be able to issue an arrest warrant against Miotsukushi-hen.
ありがとうございます、ともえちゃん。これでなんとかなりそうですよ。
お役に立てて何よりです。それじゃあ私戻りますね。
Alright, thanks for the assist. Tomoe, it's just nice to see you in the final arc.
大石さん、
はい、何でしょうか。
信じる者は救われるってどこかの宗教家が言っていた言葉。
I feel like that can be said by any religious figure.
今なら私それが本当だったと断言できます。だから頑張って大石さんの願いも叶うよう私も祈っていますから。
That's nice
あり
of
がと
her.
う、ともえちゃん。
Oishi remained standing still for a while after she disappeared, feeling flooded with emotion.
さて、私も取り調べに戻りますか。
Okay, I gotta go though. Sorry. A lot of these Higurashi episodes are like day recording, so I don't have as much time as at night. But good episode. Nice to see Tomoe Utaka put up a decent fight, but Oishi remains supreme. He remains the best character in this game with 2 O's in the front of his name. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. We'll I don't know. We'll do stuff. Whatever's on the. They're struggling. Tokyo's getting pushed back, man. You love to see it.